Alright, you guys, it is Hellgear, and it's time for our character spotlight. As many of you know, Crybaby Boobie was added for the St. Patty's Day event. So let's learn a little bit more about her, shall we? Ooh, got to adjust everything. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so you'll have to forgive me about this being out of place. Yep. It's been a while. Let me know what you think of this character in the comment section below. Crybaby Boobie is a minor female character in the strip by Schultz, making her debut appearance in July 3rd by name and 2 days later in the flesh. Crybaby is the sister of Badcall Benny, and like her brother, plays against Snoopy and Molly Volley in the tennis doubles. Hence her nickname. She tends to complain a lot. Can we adjust this? Jesus. She also seems to care, at least a bit, for her brother's well-being, as seen when she yelled angrily at an even angrier Molly Volley for hitting his mouth. Hit my brother in the mouth. So, here's a funny thing. Now, last year in April, we were introduced to the Tennis Slam and Molly Volley. And nobody really thought about the fact that Molly Volley's appearance was an advent to Crybaby Boobie. And I want to say this now. If Pixel decides to do a second year of Tennis Slam, we may see Badcall Benny in the game for that month of May this year for 2021. Okay. So, the first sentence again reiterates her appearance. And it's funny how in this she's blonde and has a pink dress. It's weird, huh? Crybaby Boobie usually wears a polka-dotted tennis dress, colored pink in the animation. However, in the St. Patty's Day event, it's green. Her specialty on the tennis court is whining about how everything is unfair, except when she wins a game. Hence her nickname, Crybaby. The humor in the comic strips featuring Crybaby Boobie sometimes comes from her complaining about two contradictory things in one strip. For example, she complains that it's too hot, but in the next panel, it's too cold. The only thing that seems to quiet her down is a punch or kick from Snoopy or being told to shut up by Molly Volley. Yeah. Nobody likes a whiner, folks. She's rarely shown with a full face. Rather, she appears as a large open mouth with hair coming out each side, as if she has her head tilted back so as to complain very loudly. However, when she wins a match, her head is still tilted back, but then she has a smile on her face. So we got this strip right here of her doing her textbook whine and no cheese. Okay, we'll receive on this side. That's not fair. That means we have the sun in our eyes. Why do we always serve with the sun in our eyes? See? Didn't I tell you? Crybaby Boobie complains about everything. I think the net is too high. These balls feel dead. I can't play on a slow court. These balls are too lively. I think the net is too low. Well. Do we have a shot right here in the animation? Nope, that's Sally. You can see right there, and just a nice little comparison. You see, this is Sally crying about her sandwich, and here's Molly Volley crying. Oh, those similar looks. What's this shot? What is this shot? Oh, it's an Easter Bunny outfit. Well, Easter's coming. Oh my goodness, that's Patty and Heather. Well, interesting. Okay, well, Easter event's coming up, so, yeah. Her brother Badcall Benny, who first appeared in 1982 on April 16th, is more sedate than she is. She has a huge fan in her stage door mother, who often honks her car horn whenever Crybaby makes a good shot, which Molly responds to in one strip by tearing a hubcap off the car. Almost every time other characters hear her name mentioned, their reaction is, "Crybaby Boobie?" Her last appearance was March 10th, 1997 in a match against Snoopy, where her face is shown for the first and only time when Snoopy kicks her foot. This reveals her eyes are black dots, as in the case for most characters. Crybaby Boobie is Boobie's brother, Bobby Boobie. Bad is never seen. Okay, so let's take a look at this strip, actually. Because as you guys know, we know what her face looks like. So, let's take a look at the strip where we see her face. So, here's more of Crybaby. There we go. Let's check the boards and see who will play in the first round.
Oh no, you play Crybaby Boobie. She's the biggest complainer around.
It's too cold to play today.
Yesterday was too hot. Today is too hot. My leg hurts. My elbow hurts.
I should probably kick her. Dogs are allowed to kick people.
What's going on? The first match Snoopy's playing. Crybaby Boobie.
Whose serve is it? I can't serve in the sun.
I'll receive the net. I'll receive.
The net's too high. My knees hurt. My ears hurt. I think I'll kick her. Dogs are allowed to kick people. just kick her. Boop. One good time. You already kicked Lucy in the butt.
Who's ahead now? I'm not sure. Out. The ball was out. I called out because I saw it out, so I called out. It's way out.
Should I jump over the net and kick her, or run around the net and kick her? It's like, all this complaining reminds me of Violet Beauregard from the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, whining about everything.
Out. That ball was out. Way out. Long. Way long. Wide and long. Way out. Long. Out. Way out. Out. Out.
Let me know if I ever get one in. You can tell even Snoopy gets annoyed at her. Okay. So, yeah. More of her whining. And then we have more of this. And there we go. Okay. When she actually wins, we see, okay. Here. So we get to actually see her face. Load it up, and I think I'll zoom this in too. Alrighty then. Let's zoom that in. And this is something that happens during her quests.
I won, I'm the champion. Hey Mom, I won.
And Snoopy is just super pissed. He's like, you know what? Give her a good foot in the butt. Boom. Mom, I think that dog kicked me. And the funny thing about this is we don't see this particular quest happen. We don't see this quest happen in Crybaby Boobie's quests. And as you can see, this is what she looks like actually in the strip when Charles finally gave her her face. Which, when you look at her as she walks around, you see her actual face. And I believe it's the last picture, that her last quest when she actually wins, you actually see her look like this. She's wearing the textbook tennis dress that Molly Volley wears in this particular strip. And I'm going to be real, getting a reference shot of Molly Volley's rival, Crybaby Boobie, like this was nuts. Because when you get her and you tap on her, it's just her yelling. And that's not really a good enough reference. But thank you to the community for giving me a nice reference of Crybaby Boobie. Again, if we actually get to see Badcall Benny in the strips at some time, it's going to be wonderful to see. So let's get a look at Badcall Benny too, because we have the note here. So we have a shot of Badcall Benny here on the wiki. Yeah, we do have a shot of Badcall Benny. So if at any time we get to see Badcall Benny, probably for this year's tennis slam, it might be an advent for that. So that's essentially it on Crybaby Boobie. What do you think of this girl? And don't you find it funny how she kind of has the reverse Patty complex? You know, in the animation, she starts out blonde, but in the game, she's a brunette. Kind of like how Patty started out in the strip as a brunette, but now she's blonde. Funny how hair works. Or maybe they were bleaching their hair this whole time, and you couldn't tell because of the roots were the actual color. You know, you got Crybaby Boobie's mom bleaching her daughter's hair blonde here, but when we get her in the game, we find out her roots are actually brown. So she in real life has that brunette hair coloring, which kind of looks like dreads when you look at her actual shot. That's all for this installment of Character Note Showcases. Let me know again what you think of Crybaby Boobie in the comments section below. But for now, I take my goose from the oven because I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.